getting signed, a record deal. Those are so broad. You know, it's okay, let's compare it to football. Are you the 54th guy who's barely on the team, or are you the star receiver? Because you're both going to get a contract. One is going to be far better than the other one. It all depends. It's hesitant to paint every record deal under one brush and every label under one brush. But the premise of, don't quit your day job until you're actually making some money and like be smart with your money, invest it. That is 100% correct. And the other thing I was thinking about from her perspective, I'm like, it's easy for you to say now, okay, turn down the $1 million record deal before, say all this 6 months ago. Don't take the money. Don't do this. That's where, and I don't really know much about her, but it's just some of these things are a lot easier to say now.
When you had the option.
Yeah, right. Oh, don't do what I did. Don't take $1 million up front like I did. Like, what is the audience? Yep. What is the audience? How many people are in that position where they are even in consideration for $1 million upfront?
I think she takes a step backwards
12
here.
People. Yeah. I'm just saying.
I think she changes her order here, and this probably should have been before where we were just talking about. The next tweet, she says, expand. Make sure you're consistent and intentional with everything you produce. That means don't burn yourself out by dropping song after song in close succession. Intention is key. Quality over quantity.
Yes.
My way of doing this was using Instagram and rapping verses.
Well, I love that part.
I think that should have been before. I mean, that probably should have been the second thing she said.
Yeah.
But we say this all the time. It's identical to what we say. Be consistent with promoting, releasing something. She did Instagram verses. She wasn't releasing music every Friday. She was releasing content on Instagram so people would check her out. She was, I'm sure, promoting herself. She was investing in herself. She already talked about that. She was making merchandise. I'm sure that was consistent. She was intentional with what she did. She didn't just release music because she felt like she had to.
Right.
It was, it's been 13 days and 12 hours since I released a song. I need to release one tomorrow. No, that's not a reason. There's no intent. Like your intent being it's Friday is not a good intent as to why, a good reason as to why you're releasing music.
I would argue just having it is not a good enough reason to release it. A lot of people, that's as far as they think. I have a new song, period. That's it. Mm-hmm. That's my intention. I have a new song. And that's as far as they've thought. Yeah. I know I was guilty of that when I was doing music back in the day. Like 80 or 90% of my budget and focus went on making the song, and then I completely winged it after. And it should have been completely flipped. I should have said, okay, I made these songs. I got 10. Here's my favorite one. I'm going to go all out and learn how to fucking market all this shit. Now that I've got all this product, how can I market it? It was the equivalent of, okay, I'm going to start a clothing store. And before I have a website, before I have a brand, before I have any customers whatsoever, I'm going to put all my money into product and hope that just because I have this product, it sells itself. And that's what people do. That's what I did without even realizing it. Obviously, I wouldn't have sat and strategized that fucking idea. But what I ended up happening, she's 100% right. You don't need new music to reach new fans. And you can repackage content and your product in many, many different ways. If you can say, all right, I can go to the studio and I can make 20 songs, but I won't be able to market more than one or two of them effectively. You got to find a healthy medium there where, okay, instead of making 20 songs, I'm going to make 7, and then I can market the hell out of the first 4 and set myself up to release number 5. Don't be the clothing company that puts all your money into making the product and no money into marketing the product to sell it and make your money back.
I think this is a good time to bring it up. It's usually, if you're doing things right, she says, that's when you'll be approached by managers, publicists, labels.
Yes.
And that's when this all matters. Like after you invest, after you're consistent, you're doing things right, that's when they're going to come at you because they can see there's a potential or you're already making money. And then she goes, this is what's important. We say it all the time too. Understand that you are the money. They want you. They want into what you are. It doesn't mean you've made it.
That's where she's wrong. It's not her. It's
Well,
her audience.
her audience, but they have to go through her, get her percentages of what she has to get it, is what she's implying.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh,
She's saying like, play your cards close to your chest with everyone who comes around offering help. They're offering help because they want a cut of her share. So right at that point, if you haven't signed with anyone or anything, you still have 100% of everything you make.